All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready, set. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Leave two.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
43. Come up the ball. Shoot. 15. Pilot, 64. Weak.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, lock it. Under crush, under crush, under crush. Ready.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I got you.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, wahoo! 53, Mike. Rock it. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to wipe. It got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 66 yards.
First down and goal to go.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On first down, here's Love. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And the kick by Butker is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D. Brickstone, travel. 10, under 10, 10. Kill. Jake, Sam on. Hey, high 7. 53.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After one, a 14-3 ball game. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go again. Check the hot read. Check 4. Score. Pilot, 64, weak.
Throwing now is Locke. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 19 yards to pick up there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now it's Locke. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline.
If you're going to take a shot downfield, 2nd and 1 is a perfect time to do it. You figure you're going to be in heavy run defense, you should have good windows to throw it downfield.
And it looked like there was something there right after the snap, but the defense able to recover. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Go. Watch the eye. Fair.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes, and the pressure gets to him again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
52, Mike, smoke. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Shift. Yellow, yellow.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Set, ready? 10-2 soft. Mike, watch the slant. Get it.
They look to throw. It's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Kill. Look at me. Go. Patch it. Five.
Lock gonna throw. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready? 8, read. Check 53, Mike. Hey, here I go. Yes. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Hard. Check. Hey, Alpha. Ready?
Throwing on third and long. Block. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On the carry, it's Love. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Red. Yellow. General, West. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Jim. Attack.
On 2nd down, Love. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow. Check, 43. Come on. 15. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Take me. 43 is the mic.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Hard throw, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Rush series. Draw Parker.
At the 43-yard line.
Hey, seam 6.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Check 53 is mine. Go. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, time. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. You're out. He's coming. Let's go.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
53. Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Block. Man open. That's Juwan Winfrey. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the
Go now.
Broncos'
60 or. Bravo. 53. All right, D. Let's go. All right, D. Go. Check 53 is mine. I got you, Pop. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
On first down, Locke. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete from the contact. It's second down and 10.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Now!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A big play there for KC. 62 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the 24, Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 76 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he cuts it right into space. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey.
And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Minute 18, Gator. Bring it. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Hey, Charlie. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I'm coming. Ready.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
80 weapon. 53. Mike, 53. Come on, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield. Lock will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Hey, orbit. Check 3. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And that is incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on to punt for Denver. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Hey, let's go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I'm here all day.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown and for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left, for a big play.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Leo.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, lock it. Yeah. Shoot.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Locke now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Get it.
Into the red zone. It's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing.
They've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
go, go. Ready?
On third down, here's Cannon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, baby.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Yellow. You can't block me. You can't block. Attack.
On third down, here's Love. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Johnson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike 52, Mike 50, Charlie. You.
Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
51, Mike 51. It's a corner now. Hey, Mike 51. Get that quarterback. I don't need to.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On first down, Whitfield. And coughed it up. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down, it's Love. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Here's Love again. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Oh, here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
A gain of 12. First down, Denver.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Hey, high 7.
Give me something. Here we go, here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now, let's go.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Got you.
Big driven.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Denver, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the